I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Welcome to the Ryerson Family Backyard Games. There will be obstacles to face and challenges to overcome. Are you ready?
Hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Former regional champ and back end training.
That's commitment.
Ow.
Oh, tough start. This is not as easy as it used to be, folks.
And she's off. Obviously pushing through some pain.
Every muscle is begging her to stop. How's she doing this?
I'm not even sure she knows.
Look at her go. And stop.
Come on.
And go again.
It's literally the home stretch. Whoa.
She made it. Feel the elation.
What fuels that kind of fire?
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the opening round here of the state football playoffs on IdahoSports.com. We're live here from Weiser as the Wolverines get set to defend their state title from a year ago against the White Tigers from Timberlake in this first round matchup. Hi, everybody. I'm Logan Green alongside Alex Johnson. Happy to be here for opening round action from Weiser. Again, last year Weiser won the state championship in dramatic fashion, and they're looking to return the trophy back here to Weiser. as we see the Trojans, or excuse me, the Wolverines take the field. This is an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Tournament coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department, and also brought to you by your local Valley-wide cooperative and your local Toyota dealer. Again, we're excited to be here for this opening round matchup between your defending champions at the 3A level, Weiser, who will play the Timberlake White Tigers, who make the long trip down. Last season, Timberlake ended their season at Gooding in a loss to the Senators, who eventually went on and lost to Weiser in the next round. Weiser made the trip to Gooding and won that game, and then, of course, went on to win the state championship. Timberlake has made this drive many times. We looked at it on Google Maps coming in. 6 hours and 22 minutes was the drive time from Spirit Lake all the way down here to Weiser. I mean, you could stay on Highway 95 pretty much the entire way and make it from one school to the other. As you see the teams come out onto the field to flip the coin, let's take a quick look here at the playoff bracket as you see it. Right here you see Bonners Ferry is the 3 seed in the first round. Buell is the 4th seed, Snake River the 5. And now I think some Weiser fans might look at this and say, well, what? We only lost 1 game on the season to Homedale, and that was it. And Homedale is the number 2 seed. Why are we all the way down here as a 5? Well, those top 3 seeds went to division champions. So if you won your district, you got that one of those top spots for this week. Now, going forward next week, this is going to shuffle around. This will be based off of your Max Preps rankings. And it looks like Timberlake has decided to defer, and Weiser will take the opening kickoff. So next week, this will look a lot different. Let's just say Weiser wins. Right now, Weiser is the 3 seed. So Weiser is the 3rd rated Max Preps team. So next week, if Weiser was to win this game, they would be the number 3 seed next week and would have a home game. Timberlake, more than likely, would be one of the lower seeds and would be on the road once again, more than likely playing Homedale or Sugar Salem next week if they were to win this one. Again, that is all hypothetical. We don't know yet. We're going to have to wait to see how that one plays out. But right now, we've got a game to look forward to right now. Again, a lot of these games that you see here are on Idaho Sports. That South Fremont-Kimberly game will be on IdahoSports.com tomorrow, as well as the Bonners Ferry-Wood River game. So those games do matter here to us today for these two teams. But let's go ahead and get this one underway. As Weiser will take over with the ball first, they're going to look to keep it on the ground this year. Weiser coming into the game had 5 different players with over 200 yards on the ground. Enders, he had 200. Stevens with 202. Youngberg with 276. Spencer with 303. And Grove with 323. So extremely balanced. They are going to get about 5 to 6 players per game, average around 20 yards on the ground. So here we go. The first round of the 3A state football tournament is underway, and it's a line drive kick on the ground for Timberlake. Going to be scooped up in the backfield by Scott. Scott gets up to around the 25-yard line, the 35-yard line, and that is where Weiser will take over 1st and 10 in their first possession to defend the state championship from a year ago. Of course, I mentioned it coming into this one, Weiser only with 1 loss on the year. They fell a couple weeks ago in a game that was on IdahoSports.com to Homedale 21-7, so a close battle between those two teams. But the rest of the season, points came at a premium for anybody facing the Wolverines. So 1st and 10 as Andrew Enders is under center, and he'll hand it off just pretty much right up the middle that time. That's going to be Brock Spencer who took the handoff. Of course, that name rings true as Brett Spencer, the quarterback for a couple of years here at Weiser. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. No gain on that last run. And this one up the middle, lots of room and across the sticks. There, that's going to be a 1st down. That one carried by number 43, Caleb Grove. Again, Grove actually leads the team in rushing yards this year. Grove, he had 67 carries for 323 yards. And you say, you know what, your leading rusher only had 323, but that's because so many others had also so many yards as well. So 1st and 10 for Weiser after that first down run by Grove, and coming outside this time is Scott, and Scott's down inside Timberlake territory, and he's got a first down. So first down here for Weiser. This time they'll hand it off up the middle, and some room to run close to a first down marker. That time for Weiser. They will give him a first down, so that time another carry from Caleb Grove. So Grove, a couple of carries, a couple first downs for the Wolverines. This time a handoff up the middle goes to Youngberg, and Youngberg picks up about 9 yards. So you're seeing it right here. If you look down the list for Weiser, the yards per carry, you see Grove averaging almost 5, Brock Spencer almost 8, Youngberg almost 7, Stevens 5, and Anders 3.5. They're going to pick up some yardage whenever they have the ball, as that time the run goes up the middle for a couple yards. And that'll be another Weiser first down. So 1st and 10 Weiser. 10:06 to go here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us on IdahoSports.com for the first round of the 3A playoffs, and we have a man down for Weiser. Again, we'll go ahead and take a look at the season schedule so far for both of these teams. For Timberlake, they started the season with a loss to South Fremont, a playoff team for this year. The injured player was number 70, Herrera. Herrera gets up for Weiser. Looks to be okay, walks off on his own. They defeated Shadow Park, Washington after that, and defeated Moscow, St. Mary's. So they started off 3-1 before a loss to Lakeland, and then a victory over Bonners Ferry to close out the year. So really their losses were to tough teams. Lakeland, a state team at the 4A level, Bonners Ferry, a state team at the 3A level, and South Fremont. So only state teams they've lost to. And this time a handoff around the backside goes to Walker, and Walker's going to go into the end zone. Weiser gets on the board, but there is a flag down. The flag is down around the 6-yard line into the second level as Walker had cut it upfield. We'll wait to see what the call is here. Yeah, and it's going to be a hold against Weiser. So it should bring up another first down, but very close to the original line of scrimmage, as that hold was about 10 yards downfield. And yeah, maybe 1st and 10.5 is what they'll put on the board. So 9:52 to go. Weiser just scored on a Braden Walker 20 or 16-yard touchdown run, but it got called back because of a hold. So Weiser will come back out with another try. Run left side. That time Caleb Grove picks up a few. It'll be 2nd down and about 8 yards to go. Ball at the 15. They need the 6. They need the 7 for a first down. So 2nd and 7. Clock running here from Weiser. Enders taking his time there in the shotgun, and this time he'll hand it off around the right side. This time to Brock Spencer, as Spencer cuts forward close to the 5. I believe he's got the first down. And it will be a first down for Weiser. So 1st and goal Wolverines, as this first opening possession of the playoffs has been flawless for Weiser. Running in at quarterback this time is Colin Cook. And Cook plows forward. And he's maybe down to the 2-yard line. So a good push that time for the Wolverines. Timberlake got to come up with a stop here, especially on the road. You want to get this stop here against the defending champs. 2nd and goal. This time the handoff goes right side and scooting into the end zone. Untouched, Brock Spencer takes it in, and Weiser takes the lead on the first drive of the game on a 2-yard run by Brock Spencer. I got to make sure I say that name right. At the 8:38 mark of the first quarter. So Brock Spencer punches it in, the junior. The extra point was missed to the left, so it'll stay 6-0 Weiser. Here, one of the great scenes in Idaho football. Over here on the left side, you'll see it. We'll show you the hill over here. Weiser has this hill behind the goalpost over here on the left side, and it fills up with people. I love to see that sight right there from Weiser, one of the great scenes here in Idaho at the 3A level and all across the state. So 6-0 after that one. Again, this is the 3A state playoffs brought to you by Your Health Idaho, as well as the Idaho Transportation Department and the Idaho Division of, or Department of Health and Welfare. 8:38 to go here in the first quarter, and Timberlake going to get an opportunity to answer back. And Timberlake so far this year, he mentioned it, their only losses have come to playoff teams, and they've beaten all the people they need to beat. This return coming by Rajani. And Rajani is up past the 30. Down to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. That's where Timberlake will take over. Coming in at quarterback for Timberlake. So that was Olivieri, Rajane Olivieri on the return there. As that one goes up for about 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. As that handoff taken by Wyatt MacArthur. MacArthur picks up about 3. But again, sorry, quarterback for Timberlake, Cole Meidinger. Will try to lead the Wolves, or excuse me, the Tigers down the field. So he's got 3 wides out here to the near side. This time they'll just hand it off up the middle again. Right side, a run that time by Vaughn Higgins. And Higgins picks up about 3. Hey, so slow and steady wins the race, right? Timberlake goes forward for a couple of yards. Now they're in a 3rd and 4, 3rd and manageable. You just don't want to get behind. You don't want to be in a 3rd and 8, a 3rd and 9 situation against Weiser. A 3rd and 4 makes it very manageable. And they're going to come out in a tight set. Going out wide left is Olivieri. And this time they'll look to throw. This time pass to the right side is caught, and he's hit right at the sticks, and I think he's got the first down. Wyatt MacArthur gets just enough for the first down. And if you're Timberlake, that's exactly what you wanted to do coming into this one. Get that first down. Get some of the nerves off your back. Again, you had that 6.5 hour long bus drive. Not many teams in the state will have a longer drive. I believe Wood River has the longest drive. They have to go to Bonners Ferry. That one almost 10.5 hours. Handoff goes right side on first down, and some room to run for Timberlake. Great run, Hunter Higgins. He picks up even more after contact, and he's near the sticks. Might be just short. No, they're going to say first down, so Higgins picks up 10 yards on first down, and all of a sudden Timberlake inside Weiser territory. A great start for the White Tigers from Spirit Lake. 6-0 Weiser with the lead right now. They missed that extra point after their first touchdown. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Timberlake in a bunch set back there. A lot of different bodies. They'll hand it off right side, and another hole right at the line, and about 5 yards picked up there by the Tigers. So Timberlake going right into the gut of the belly of the beast, I should say. They were defending champs. That time, the run by Wyatt MacArthur picks up 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 to go for Timberlake. We do have an injured Tiger. Luke Shell is down right now, the junior. Hopefully he's okay. Well, let's take a look at the Weiser schedule. We talked about Timberlake and how theirs looked. Coming into this one, Weiser, they were rolling. They defeated Buell 24-0, LeGrand from Oregon 13-8, Grangeville 50-14, Coal Valley 49-0, Payette 28-0, McCall Donnelly 47-13. So you look at the first really month and a half of play, all of August and September, and the most points allowed by Weiser was 14 in one game. They give up 13 in another and 8 in one more. So quick math, 35 points allowed in their wins so far this season for Weiser. So only giving up 35 points. They gave up 21 points to Homedale in a victory for Homedale. But again, add that in there. 50, right? 35 plus 21 is 56. So only 56 points given up all season long for Weiser. Here's a handoff left side for Timberlake. Higgins, that time Vaughn Higgins. He picks up maybe 1. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Again, they were able to convert earlier on a 3rd and 4, a pass to the right side to MacArthur, got on the 1st down. The playbook is a little more open here at 3rd and 4. 5:55 to go on the clock here in the first quarter from Weiser. Handoff goes right side, and Weiser just stuffs it. Nowhere to run that time for Vaughn Higgins. He gets maybe 1.5 yards. He's just shy of the 40. They need the 38. You got to think this is 4-down territory anyways for Timberlake. So about 2.5 yards to go for the Tigers. 5:30 on the clock here in the first quarter. Weiser up 6-0 after the missed extra point. And they are coming out to go for it here. Big opportunity here for Timberlake and for Weiser to get a stop. Handoff goes right side, and there's room to run on the right, and they've got the 1st down and more. Still on his feet across the 30. They'll mark him out at the 31, but a 10-yard gain on 4th down by Hunter Higgins has the chains moving again for Timberlake, who are all of a sudden in business now, knocking on the door of the red zone. Coming in toe-to-toe with the defending champs. 5:11 to go in the first quarter. Timberlake wants to slow this one down as much as possible. They are taking their time. Handoff goes right side, up the middle, and squirting free for about 8 yards. Kind of fooled the defense on that one was MacArthur. And another good pickup for Timberlake. I tell you what, the Tigers looking great so far today. Slowly chipping away. No play really longer than a 10-yarder for Timberlake. But just been able to slowly rip off good 4 to 5 yard runs here and there. And that one goes up the middle again, and that'll be a 1st down now inside the red zone. Timberlake coming out strong right now. That line for the Tigers playing well. You look at the offensive line down there. Daniel Dorman playing great. Joel Possinger. Just some of those guys on the left side of the line. Here's another handoff. They're going to throw it, and that one almost intercepted. Knocked out of the hands of the intended receiver. They were Andrew Enders, the quarterback on the other side. That one, Enders almost picked that one off. The spot before, but a lot of room on the right side, and into the second level is Higgins, and Higgins is down inside the 10-yard line in a 1st down for Timberlake. That right side of the field has been open for the Tigers. Something they like on that right side of the line. The offensive line doing a good job. Let's get those guys that are on the right side, those big guys down under. Number 77, Isaiah Schultz doing a great job down there, as well as Jeremy Holbert on that right side. And they'll run it that time for Vaughn Higgins. So Schultz and Holbert on the right side of the line for Timberlake. The Wolverines leave 6-0 here in the first round of the 3A state playoffs. Second and goal. This one's going to be handed off left side and close to the goal line, and in for the touchdown is Timberlake, going in for the 3-yard run. Vaughn Higgins punches it in. 3-minute mark. Timberlake goes on a 70-yard drive with the extra point to come. Timber 7-6 over the defending champs. Hey, MTE Communications is your local and all of our youth because they matter. Good luck, Wolverines. So I want to thank Weiser Classic Candy and Deli. They're a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics, and they want to wish the Wolverines good luck in tonight's game. Go get them, boys. Also, at Dilly Dental Office, your smile is our top priority. They offer implants, crowns, bridges, in-office bleaching, and even Botox. Dilly Dental can meet the needs of your entire family at either their Weiser or go here in the first quarter as Timberlake goes down the field and takes the lead. Up a point on the defending champs. Here comes the kickoff. It'll come from Higgins. Higgins rolled it on the ground last time, and he does again here. It'll be scooped up right at the 20 by Braden Walker on a ball that he kind of bobbled at the 20 for Weiser. 1st and 10 Wolverines. A little bit easier of a drive last time. I don't think they had a third down they needed to convert. They were able to immediately. Pass was completed to Michael Youngberg, but all over the tackle, Cooper Lenz. Nope. So 2nd and 7 for Weiser. 2:30 to go here in the quarter. Pass left side goes Youngberg. So Youngberg back-to-back receptions. This time a little more yardage on that one as they're playing quarterback roulette in there as Colin Cook, again, he was the one who threw that pass, and now Andrew Enders comes back on. Cook, back of the future. This time a handoff left side to Walker, and Walker, he's close. And that looks like the ball came out. Timberlake is saying they have it. It was Jaden Walker, and it is out, and it is Timberlake's ball. Jaden pick it up, and it's 1st and 10 Timberlake as they look to potentially go up another score as they lead it by 1, and they want to get that insurance drive here as Timberlake now with the ball and the lead, 1:54 to go. Again, if it's not obvious, the Timberlake squad in the white jerseys, blue pants, they even have that Wisconsin W on their helmet. So 1st and 10 here for Timberlake. Olveri with a first down reception. Down to the 37-yard line. The first time we've seen either team go deep at all, and now Timberlake is back inside Weiser territory on that catch by Rajane Olveri. This time a handoff left side and room to run into the second level. Are the Tigers again? That time they'll get up chunks of yards right now are the Tigers. Doesn't matter. We've seen Hunter Higgins with long runs. We've seen Olveri with good runs. MacArthur. They could just put whoever they want back in there now. And Higgins is in the backfield. Look for him to go right side, and that's exactly what they do. Weiser all over at that time, though, wrapped up by Braden Phillips. I think they probably talked about that one on the sideline. Let's protect that right side. And a flag comes out late. This won't be good for whoever it's on. And you see Weiser with the open hands, and it looks like it might be on the home squad. Dead ball and sportsmanlike conduct, and it is against Weiser. Blake Mosier was the one that kind of had his hands out saying, what's going on? I don't know if it was on him or he just didn't agree with the call, but either way, a 15-yard penalty. Ball is all the way down to the 12-yard line. now for Timberlake as they look to punch it in and add to their lead here on the road at the defending champs. First down. Dancing around in the middle that time is Lenz, and he goes nowhere. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. And that might be the last play of the quarter. 23 seconds. We'll see if Timberlake decides to snap it. Or if they just want to let this one go. No, they'll rush to the line. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. And they will. Hands off to Lenz, and Lenz is through the line, and he's down to the 5-yard line. So he picks up 7 yards, Cooper Lenz. And it's going to be 3rd and about 2. But that will do it for the first quarter. Timberlake hanging tough with the defending champs from a year ago as they lead this one 7-6 after 1. That's not a typo if you're just joining us. Timberlake showing up and going toe-to-toe with the defending champs. Let's go ahead and once again thank some of our great local sponsors here for this game. At Title I, there is a difference, and we're proud to sponsor the Weiser Wolverines. We're a local title and escrow company with 5 locations in the Treasure Valley, including right here in Weiser. The folks at Title I understand the significance of your investments, and their experienced staff is dedicated to walking you through the process. For timely online title orders or property profile requests, visit TitleOneCorp.com or give them a call at 208-414-1455. Go Wolverines! From everyone at Title I, there is a difference. Again, MTE Communications, Title I, Weiser Classic Candy, Les Schwab here in Weiser, the Farmer Supply, as well as Dilly Dental are great sponsors for today's game. So 3rd down for Timberlake, and this one goes up the middle, and I believe they are right at the sticks. It's going to be close. And we've got the fist for a 4th down, and it is 4th and inches, and I believe we're going to get a measurement. We are going to get a measurement here. No, the head official says no thanks. That's a first down. So a first down here for Timberlake. Ball is right on the 3-yard line. So they're going to have 4 attempts from the 3-yard line to punch this one in. Timberlake takes the snap, runs right side, and did he get in? Waiting for the signal? No, they're going to say Lenz went down at the half-yard line. He was almost in that time, but just short. 11:20 and counting now in the second quarter. Timberlake leads this one 7-6. And this would send ripple effects through the 3A if Timberlake can keep this up. It is early, but right now the Tigers have not been phased. They forced a turnover. They scored on their first drive. They have been in control ever since that touchdown scored by Weiser. So 2nd and goal, Tigers. Lenz is the one in the backfield, and he's going to take it left side. And I believe he's into the end zone. He is. Touchdown, Timberlake. On that 1-yard run by Cooper Lenz. That one comes at the 10:37 mark of the second quarter. So extra point on the way. This is a big extra point. It would be putting Timberlake up a touchdown and an extra point, but the snap is fumbled, and it's actually, they throw an interception. They call it dead. You can't return that one. So they're going to say that one no good. Obviously, the snap was low and bobbled. Timberlake tried to make something of it. Olveri tried to get up and throw it, but not able to do so. Well, he did do it, but it got intercepted. So either way, Timberlake sustains that 13-6 lead. They're up a score. That's one, though, they'd love to get that extra point try back. That's a big advantage to have that up on the board. But 13-7 with 10:37 to go. I think Timberlake would have taken that if it was put on the table. And they'll kick off from the 40-yard line. Again, off to kick it off is Hunter Higgins for Timberlake. And there's the kick. Goes deep left side. They haven't been able to get a deep one so far, but Hunter got all of that one. But a sea of red in front of Scott. Gets Scott all the way down. Well, actually, they're going to say he went down around the 33-yard line. So good field position to start for Weiser, the 33. But right now, again, that Weiser touchdown was scored almost an entire quarter ago at the 8:38 mark. So 10 minutes of gameplay ago, and these 10 minutes have been dominated by Timberlake. So 1st and 10, Weiser. This time a handoff right side is wrapped up quickly. Great stop that time by big number 66, Talon Braun. Lots going on in there, and Braun wraps him up. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. And again, a quarterback switch, so Colin Cook is in. And this time handed off again up the middle, and Timberlake all over it. Little shove after the play, lucky it didn't get called. Couple of different Timberlake defenders in there on that one. Vaughn Higgins in on the hit, as well as Jeremy Holbert. Also in there, Zach Pasley. .9:35 to go till halftime. Timberlake looking for a big 3rd down stop. 3rd and 6. Weiser's got to convert right here. This handoff goes up the middle and wrapped up immediately by Timberlake. Nowhere to run as Joel Possinger wraps up Brock Spencer, and there was nowhere to run, and now it's 4th and 6. As all of a sudden the Tiger defense has come to life, and Weiser going to punt. Weiser back to punt is Enders, and this one will be scooped up and some room to run. Olveri, he's going to get up to the 35, and that's where he'll go down. So 1st and 10, Timberlake, 8:41 to go in the 2nd quarter. As again, Timberlake made the, according to Google Maps, 6-hour and 22-minute drive. Of course, that a little different on a school bus, and it never takes exactly that long, right? So this time a handoff goes up the middle and picking up about 3 yards on 1st down is Higgins. Vaughn Higgins that time. So Vaughn Higgins and Hunter Higgins have had a lot of running yards today here for Timberlake. And this has kind of been the story of their offense. Pick up 3 or 4 yards here and there. We've seen a couple of big plays. They had the long pass on the last drive. But outside of that, it's been on the ground, and it's been short and sweet and effective. You don't need to pick up 100 yards every time. Just get those 3 or 4 and move the sticks. 2nd down and wrapped up quickly. That was a big hit by Braden Phillips. Nowhere to run for Vaughn Higgins, and he maybe gets a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and a long 6 here for Timberlake. 7:40 to go till halftime. see what they dial up here. They have been effective in the air the 2 or 3 times they've gone to it. Man in motion this time. Looking to throw left side, and they have a very deep, and he goes up and makes the, oh, he dropped it. Oh, he went up and had it, and he's going to think about that one for a while. That was a tough one to bring down, and he's frustrated. Well, Very went up for the catch and had it in his hands. He had the reception, and when he came down, he landed hard straight on his back right there at the 30-yard line, and it just, the momentum of going down pops the ball out. Man, that would have been a huge play. So the 2 times they've gone deep, they've had a man out there. Very almost able to bring that one down. So Timberlake forced to punt their first of the evening with 7:18 to go. And this one, a sky-high end-over-end kick that'll hit at the 26 and wrapped up for a loss going backwards was Spencer. And Spencer goes down at the 20, tried to go right side, cut back to the left, and loses yardage. So 80 yards stands in front of the Wolverines in the end zone with 7:09 to go here in the second quarter. Again, we don't know where either of these teams will play next week. Well, we do know if Weiser were to win, they would be the 3 seed at home. Timberlake, we have no idea, and we have no idea who they would play. Enders running around like a madman and wide open. Nobody there for Michael Youngberg, and he's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown, Weiser, 80 yards for Michael Youngberg. Andrew Enders, my goodness, stayed on his feet. Was the house, and Weiser now an extra point away from tying this one up. Extra point is up, and it is good, and we are all tied up. So at the 6:54 mark, an 80-yard catch. These are 80 yards, one play after the punt from Timberlake. Man, you go back to that missed catch by the Tigers. 3A state playoffs. 6:54 to go till the halftime break, and here comes the kick from Olsen, and it'll be caught around the 15-yard line and walloped around the 25. Big hit from number 66, Tag Roberts. And some whistles were blowing. There's a flag down right around where the hit was, but on the opposite side of the field. Waiting to see. They haven't officially motioned anything. The flag was on the opposite side of the field from where this return was. And it's going to go against Timberlake. So they'll is Higgins, and Higgins again, they flipped the side of the field, left side, and that's been the side that's been successful. Or that was the opposite side. They had been going to the right and finding the luck, and this time they go left, and Higgins has a first down. 6:30 to go here from Weiser. Thanks for joining us on IdahoSports.com. The 3A playoffs brought to you by Your Health Idaho, as well as the Idaho Transportation Department and Department of Health and Welfare. This time a handoff up the middle for Lenz. He scored a touchdown earlier and picks up about 3. So 2nd and 8. Timberlake would love to eat up as much time as they can here. As Weiser got the opening kickoff. So Timberlake will get it to start the second half as that run by Lenz picks up about 4. So it'll be 3rd and about 4 again here. So again, Timberlake will get the ball to start the second half. If they could punch something in here and then get the ball to start, it'd be a dream scenario for the Tigers from Spirit Lake. We'll say 3rd and 3. They need the 34. This time handoff goes right side, and they're going to be just right there at the sticks. We'll see where they mark it. That was a big hit that Higgins took. And they're going to say 4th down. It's 4th and very short, maybe half a yard. Man, I don't even think it's half a yard there. It is. It's right there. I would expect to see Timberlake go for it here. See if they just have Meidinger scooted up the middle here, if they want to run something to their backs. Here we go, 4th and half a yard for Timberlake. This one handed off, and they've got the first down right there at the 35. That's all they needed, and that's just about all they got. So it'll be a first down on that run by Wyatt MacArthur. He gets just enough. And a couple of bodies down on the ground for Timberlake. 4:28 on the clock here till halftime, as the clock is not running. First and 10, Timberlake, as that handoff goes left side, and Higgins shoves a man down, and he stretches forward. His medium jersey was made an extra large on that tackle, as holding on for dear life was Weiser, and it worked effectively. No gain on the run by Higgins, as he's found a lot of success running to the edge tonight. Second and 10 now, 3:35. Again, a lot of time has been eaten off just on a couple of first downs for Timberlake. As this one will go left side and picking up maybe 3. We'll give him 3. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 after that short run by Lenz. Again, 13-13. Timberlake and Weiser all knotted up here. From Weiser, again, the defending champs from a year ago. 3A playoffs this year, Sugar Salem and Homedale with the byes, which has kind of been the case for the last couple of years. Last year, Gooding had one of those byes, but Sugar Salem and Homedale, they have been the story of the 3A for a long time. And that run left side, not quite a first down, but I expect to see Timberlake go for it here. Weiser disrupted that. It had been Homedale, Sugar Salem for something like 3 or 4 state championship games in a row. And, of course, as we know, Sugar Salem had won those. And Weiser finally broke that streak for Sugar and won a state championship a year ago right at the 1-yard line in overtime. It was a great finish. I was actually right there in front of Brett Spencer when he made that tackle on the 2-point conversion. Heck of a play. So here we go, 4th down, 4 yards to go. Timberlake, this is a big play. And they're just going to quick punt it, and a great kick. This one going to die at the 15 and roll, and it's going to stop inside the 5. What a punt. I thought that thing was going to keep rolling. It had some speed to it, but it got caught in the grass and dies at the 4-yard line. So 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go here for Weiser to get something on the board. They got to go 96 yards. But, of course, last time we saw them go one play, 80 yards to get up that touchdown. Got to be careful here that you don't have a bad snap or get sacked, as those 2 points, Timberlake looking at them. They'd love to be able to grab that if they can. So here we go. First down for Weiser. Way back in the zone here at the 4-yard line. Enders will take it under center. And this handoff goes around the right, and lots of room all the way up to the 10-yard line that time for number 21, Jaden Walker. So they get out of their shadow of their goalposts. It'll be 2nd and 5, some breathing room now for Weiser, and this time handoff up the middle goes forward for maybe 3, so more than I initially thought. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 2 yards to go, a minute and a half to go here. .1:15 on the clock. Weiser just taking their time as this one goes left side, and another first down going to be picked up here by Jaden Walker with 1:08 on the clock. See if Weiser decides to go or if they want to let the clock run out. Enders he's anxious out there, and there's the clock starting. So 1:05 to go now and counting, now under a minute. Enders, he's going to throw deep to the right side, and wide open over there is Walker, and Walker is down to the 45. They're going to spot him at the 44. 50 seconds to go, and now Weiser looking to see if they can get something quickly on the board. What seemed almost impossible with 2 minutes to go way back at the 4-yard line is now a reality. 40 seconds and counting. 66 yards to go. This time a handoff right side. That one goes to Youngberg, and Youngberg scoots out of bounds. So good play for Weiser and good job getting out of bounds. As the clock continued to run and everybody was letting the scoreboard operator hear about it. But the other official might not, I don't know if he went out of bounds is what they're saying possibly. They're going to have a discussion about it. Let's hear what they say, if we can. And you can see the Weiser sideline doing their hands, in the. So they're going to put 30 seconds on the clock, it looks like. Coach Harrison turns around and gives the signal. So 30 seconds to go here now. They're going to say he went out of bounds. And Timberlake, though, is going to take a timeout right. So they'll take a timeout. Will give us a second to quickly thank Les Schwab and Weiser. They have been serving the community for 50 years, over 50 years now, since 1971. Home of the best new tire warranty around, Les Schwab also offers additional services, including brakes, wheel alignments, tire balancing and rotations, flat tire repair, and more. Conveniently located in downtown Weiser, let Les Schwab help you get back on the road safely. Doing it right is what we do best. Les Schwab and Weiser proud to support the Wolverines in the playoffs this year. Farmers Supply Co-op located at 622 East Commercial in Weiser. Come on in and enjoy some delicious eats in the Farmer Cafe, or fuel up your toys, grab drinks, snacks, play the lottery, get a hunting and fishing license and supplies all in one shot. Hungry? They deliver. Find them on Facebook for specials and new arrivals. Locally owned and operated since 1935, Farmer Supply Co-op is a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics and wants to wish them good luck here in the tournament today. Marines to get something before halftime. Enders is going to look to pass, and he's got two guys left side, but he's under pressure, has to scramble left, and he's just going to throw this one away out of bounds. Burns 7 seconds off the clock, but a good timeout called by Timberlake before as they came out with a great defensive set. Nothing there for Enders, and he throws it away. 3rd and 1 here for Weiser. It's been a back-and-forth game. Weiser took a 6-0 lead, and then Timberlake scored the next two. And then Weiser scored to tie it up. Be sure to check IdahoSports.com. We'll have the scores up on the site as soon as we know them throughout the state. And if you want to see what else is going on around 3A, we'll have that. So 3rd and 1. Ender's going to keep it himself up the middle with room to run. He's across the 40 into the second level. He's down to the 30, up to the 20. He breaks free, and he's going to take it all the way in for a touchdown. Andrew Enders, 47 yards with 11 seconds to go till halftime. Weiser goes 96 yards in a minute and a half and has taken the lead just before the halftime break. What a run by Andrew Enders, 47 yards. And the extra point is good. So with 11 seconds to go in the half, a 47-yard touchdown run by Andrew Enders makes it 20-13. That a back-breaking play if you're Timberlake, and a great momentum builder if you're Weiser. As really a tackle inbounds there. Eats up a lot of time, but Enders takes it to the house. As now 11 seconds to go again. Timberlake will get the ball to start the half. Just 11 seconds to go. This kickoff might do it. Timberlake might have one final play. And there's the kick. This one deep. And it's going to go into the end zone. So probably one play here for Timberlake. And that'll send us to the halftime break. And that run goes for pretty much nothing, and that will do it. For the first half of play. So after one half, 2 quarters, Weiser leads at 20-13 as they look to defend their state championship from a year ago. We're going to take a halftime break and be back to recap what we saw there in the first half here on IdahoSports.com.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're Valley-wide Country Store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Look at that.
Pizza's here. Girl, thank you.
You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I have my seatbelt on.
Through storms and bad weather, sure as the sun.
You're welcome. These are hot chocolate milk. You're welcome.
From the desert to the freezing cold.
We're working together to build a more sustainable future. Learn more at unbottled.com.
I'm Jen Miguel-Seiler, and I'm from Moscow. Me and my health, it's about the people around me. We have a lot of friends who have disabilities or have different health conditions. I want to make sure I don't make anyone sick. So we chose to get vaccinated to keep each other healthy.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy.
Quit now.
Welcome back to Weiser, everybody, as we enjoy a great performance here by the Weiser Marching Band. As right now you see it here. At halftime, Timberlake trails Weiser 20-13 at the halftime break. Let's go ahead and give you a recap of what we saw at the 8:38 mark of the first quarter. A 2-yard touchdown run by number 8, Brock Spencer, got the scoring start. It in with a 3-yard touchdown run by number 33, Vaughn Higgins. That made it 7-6 with the extra point good. So Timberlake took a 7-6 lead. Timberlake answered back on a fumble by Weiser, going down the field and scoring on a 1-yard run by number 3. Then at the 6:54 mark, an 80-yard touchdown reception by number 20 for Weiser, Michael Youngberg. That was a play where Enders was in the backfield around the 5-yard line and was actually almost sacked back there around the 5 and was able to stay on his feet and find Youngberg around the 40, and Youngberg went 60 yards on the ground from there to punch it in. Extra point was good, tied up. Then with just 11 seconds to go, Weiser got the ball with 2 minutes left in the half at the 4-yard line and was able to go down in under 2 minutes and punch it in with 11 seconds to go to the halftime break on a 47-yard touchdown run by Andrew Enders. So he has an 80-yard touchdown pass and a 47-yard touchdown run on the game. And that did it, 20-13. That is the difference here at the halftime break. So both teams have played very well. There has not been a lot of sloppy play, or any at all, I should say, for that matter. The only difference, of course, is the one touchdown late. There was one turnover that went the way of Weiser, or excuse me, that was from Weiser and went the way of Timberlake. Timberlake able to take advantage and score on that fumble. Other than that, a pretty clean game. No turnovers, no interceptions, no fumbles, not even any other real drops where a fumble was made, but possession was recovered. And I tell you, going in late into that one, right before the long touchdown pass for Youngberg, Timberlake had a chance. They had a deep throw on the left side of the field that Olveri went up for and caught and came down. And as he went down to the ground, the ball popped off of his chest and into the air and fell incomplete. And that one would have been a first down around the 30-yard line. Instead, the next play, they punt, and then a change or return. And I look at that play and say, man, if Timberlake's able to convert, this might be a different game. Right now, Timberlake would have gone up 2 scores if they could have kept possession and punched it in, and Weiser would have not been able to tie it up. But right now, Weiser was able to survive that, and they took advantage of it, and they even took advantage. I mean, the last 2 drives were deep. It was an 80-yard drive, one play 80 yards, but then many plays. I don't have the exact number of plays on that last drive. 5 or 6 plays, though. That was it, where they went 96 yards and punched it in. So, great game here in the first round of the 3A playoffs. We're going to take another break and be back with the beginning of the second half here on IdahoSports.com.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals. What these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is.
For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just for gas on the go or a little extra to help you get down the road. You can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a corner.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Later.
Thank you.
Through storms and bad weather, sure as the sun.
You're welcome. These are hot chocolate milk. You're welcome.
From the desert to the freezing cold, wish I could every day is a blessing if
We're working together to build a more sustainable future. Learn more at unbottled.com.
I'm Jen Miguel-Seiler, and I'm from Moscow. I think it's really important who have disabilities or have different health conditions. I want to make sure I don't make anyone sick. So we chose to get vaccinated to keep each other healthy.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
And welcome back, everyone, as we are about a minute away from kickoff here in the second half as the Weiser marching band completed its show. As Timberlake now takes the field. So they added 3 more minutes back on the clock as we've been here. It was already a long halftime to begin with, and then they added more time. It never fails every week. Nobody ever plays at the exact moment. It's like, why don't you just start the clock? I guess if you start the clock and you put on 15 minutes to start with, everybody's going to wait till that 15-minute mark to come out anyways. As the lights are now on here at Weiser. Both teams warming up. I think everybody's ready to go now, so maybe we can skip this extra time that's just sitting out there. Has a great first half. Again, we mentioned it. Back and forth affair. Weiser scored the first touchdown. Timberlake scored the next two, and then Weiser answered back with two of their own. Again, Timberlake is going to open the half with the ball. So they'll have a chance to answer back that 47-yard touchdown run by Andrew Enders that gave Weiser their first lead since way back midway through the first quarter. As Timberlake has played well, Weiser has played well. We'll see what the second half has in store. This is what you want in a state playoff game. You want a halftime with a one-score game. Nobody wants those ugly blowouts that you sometimes see in the first round. This is a great opening round matchup between the defending state champs and Timberlake, who've kind of had trouble the last couple years in the state playoffs, especially coming down playing here in the 3A SRV. These back-to-back years, they played Weiser or Homedale in tough games down there at Homedale. Another great scene here in the 3A SRV, just like you've got here at Weiser. And the Wolverines will set to kick it off. Timberlake looking again, as we said, to half, and that one all the way back and dropped and goes into the back of the end zone. So it'll be a touchback. Timberlake will take over on their 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking for an 80-yard drive to answer. Both of their touchdown drives were relatively short. That first one about a 65-yard drive. Started around the 35. And then, of course, the touchdown, the second one, was a 75-yarder around the 20. So I guess, pretty average now that I think about it. So here we go, 1st and 10. As now Timberlake will run it left side, and Higgins gets his jersey stretched out again, stays on his feet, and maybe gets a yard. He had some room to run, but in the backfield, it looked like it was Brock Spencer grabbed his jersey and held on just enough to let his teammates catch up to him. As Hunter Higgins has done well running to the outside so far this evening, that time not able to get around the edge. First and 10, or excuse me, 2nd and 9, 11:15 to go. This one stuffed in the middle, nowhere to go. That Weiser defense tough inside, led by number 43, Caleb Grove. Grove stuffs them after a gain of maybe 2. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Timberlake needs a first down here. They don't want to go 3 and out. We haven't seen either team go 3 and out today. Been able to at least move the ball somewhat every time. And this time a throw left side. Some good blocking and room to run, but not enough. Only a pickup. They have to say he went out of bounds. Only a gain of 1. So 4th and 8 now. Well, that's what's on the board. I think it's more like 4th and 6. So 4th and 6 here for Timberlake. They're going to punt this one away. Hunter Higgins back there to boot it away for Timberlake. And there's the kick. And it'll be caught at the 43. And walloped immediately. Malachi Scott takes a big hit from Mitch Zimmerman on that one. So that's where Weiser will take over. Great field position for the Wolverines. Best field position any team has started with so far. After that quick 3 and out. Again, we mentioned it. No 3 and outs so far in this one except for that first drive of the second half here for Timberlake. And now Weiser reaps the benefits of that as it's 1st and 10. And the ball right here at the 45-yard line. As Enders takes over. We'll push it back a few more yards. So Weiser has switched in their quarterbacks here and there. Colin Cook has come in a few times. Andrew Enders has been the one for the most part back there. But they're switching him out for different play sets. Coming in motion is Spencer. And Spencer takes the ball on the right. And he gets the penalty yardage back and maybe an extra yard. So 2nd and 6 now with 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. This time a pitch left side and tripped up. It's a good tackle. That one was Vaughn Higgins. Got just enough of Youngberg and tripped him up. Youngberg only picked up about 2 yards on that. So it's going to be 3rd and about 7 yards to go. 3rd and 6, we'll say. They need the 45 here on the left side. Ball right there at the 49, just shy of midfield. 9:15 to go here in the third quarter from Weiser. As personnel substitutions as Thomas Johnson comes out for Wolverines. And Enders goes out wide. It's going to be snapped deep and thrown to Enders on the right side. A trick play of sorts as Enders came out from under center and went wide right, and nobody followed him from Timberlake. And staying back there was Colin Cook deep. The snap went to Cook, and Cook threw it right to Enders' right side. Good play call. Timberlake didn't adjust to that and wide open on the right side. Good job by Weiser. This time another run up the middle by Caleb Grove. He picks up about 4. Of course, Coach Harrison here at Weiser was at Snake River for many years and effectively ran that wing T offense there and brings it over here to Weiser, which they've been running for the last couple years, and it has also worked effectively, especially this season. As again, they are only 1 loss in the regular season, as that one's going to be a first down by Caleb Grove. Again, Weiser last year lost to Homedale in the regular season, but ended up making it to the state championship as Homedale lost to Sugar Salem at home. And Weiser had actually went on the road to Gooding and defeated Gooding on the road and got their ticket to the state championship in Pocatello. As running right side, they're saying the ball came out, and it did. So Timberlake recovers another fumble after a good drive for Weiser. So the second turnover of the game for the Wolverines in what could have been a drive that led to a 2-score lead. In the way that Timberlake and Weiser, for that matter, play, a 2-score lead would be a pretty tall hill to climb. Both teams want to keep it on the ground. There aren't a lot of possessions that are going to be had for either team the rest of the way. So 1st and 10 from the 25 for Timberlake. This time, run up the middle, and no one's going to touch him. Cooper Lenz, can he outrun the defense? One final shot, no one gets him, and Cooper Lenz, 75 yards untouched up the way that Weiser tied it up in the first half. Weiser had an 80-yard score to tie it up, and Timberlake goes 75. Lenz, his second touchdown of the day. A point is awaiting. Last one got bobbled. This one's up, and that one looks right down the middle, and it is. Was waiting. The officials looked at each other, but I look good all the way from back here. So a 7:52 to go in the third. A 75-yard touchdown run for Cooper Lenz up the middle. Illegal substitution is declined, as I think it was just, it looked like it was Malachi Scott just trying to get off the field, and they snapped. So 2 touchdowns scored for Timberlake off of Weiser turnovers. They have converted those turnovers into scores both times. Weiser. Hey. And Timberlake takes advantage. I think the ball came off the team. Oh, no, it didn't. Hunter Higgins, a super fun, is a low line drive kick, and it just dies and just barely gets out of bounds. So good decision. Brock Spencer just kind of sat and waited for it. We've seen 2 kicks on that side of the field, and then almost the exact same spot, just a little further back, just die in the grass here at Weiser. I don't know if you can see it, but directly in front of us, I mean, almost, we are dead center field to the baseball diamond here. I mean, straight in front of us in the camera is home plate. And when they play baseball, they'll put the fence just down here in front of the Weiser bench. This is the outfield for the baseball team. Weiser did win the state baseball championship a couple years ago, 2 years ago. Last year, Weiser had a great season, made it to state for baseball, just couldn't get it done, as Fruitland ended up making it to the finals, but fell to Marsh Valley. So 7:52 to go, 20-20, and they make them re-kick, and that one just caught out in midair at the 40-yard line and wrapped up quickly. That was Thomas Johnson. He just reached up, and speaking of baseball, just caught a line drive shot. And Weiser will take over at the 40-yard line. So good field position again for Weiser as they make Timberlake re-kick. So 1st and 10, 7:46 to go in the third quarter. This time a run left side. Lots of room to run and across midfield. That time is Michael Youngberg. They'll say he was right at midfield, right at the sticks, and that's a first down for Weiser. First man missed, and he's across the 35, down to the 34-yard line. Had a couple of different receivers. Could have gone after there. And this time a run left side in Youngberg. He's got another first down. So Weiser looking to answer back right now. Playing well here after giving up that touchdown. As another first down, 1st and 10. Ball at the 22-yard line, we'll say. Grove down to the 18-yard line. So a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6 here for Weiser. No one's been able to stop the other if they've been inside the red zone or close to it. This time a handoff right side to Spencer, and Spencer close to the sticks. He'll be right at it or just short. So it's either going to be first down or 3rd and maybe half a yard. It is going to be 3rd down, 3rd and very, very short down here. And that's it. And yeah, they are going to give them Weiser the first down, just barely. So on 3rd and half a yard, they get maybe 12. So Weiser can still get a first down here without scoring. By Youngberg. Youngberg gets a block, and he's going to go into the end zone. Michael Youngberg. Of the third quarter, so only 2.5 minutes. That's all it took Weiser to answer back as they had a short field, and the extra point is up and good. That one almost blocked. 7-20. Weiser with the lead. Hey, MTE Communications, they're your local internet provider, providing high-speed internet service to Weiser. MTE Communications is a proud sponsor of the Weiser Wolverines and all the youth because they matter. Good luck, Weiser, here today. Weiser Classic Candy and Deli is a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics, and they want to wish the boys good luck at tonight's game. Go get them, boys. So I want to thank Dilly Dental. They have been providing you with personalized quality dental care that you deserve since 2013. When you visit Dr. Dilly Dental can meet the needs of your entire family at either their Weiser or Cambridge office. Dilly Dental is a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics. And there's the kickoff. Some room to run on the right side here for Timberlake. But down to the 20-yard line, that's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10. As they look for another answer. 27-20, each team has been able to answer the blow they've taken from the other. Just a blow-for-blow type game. Neither team seems to be razzled, and we do have a man down for Weiser. Right now, we'll take a chance while they tend to that to thank Farmers Supply and Co-op. They're located at 622 East Commercial right here in Weiser. Enjoy some delicious eats at the Farmers Cafe or fuel up your toys, grab drinks, some snacks, play the lottery, get a hunting and fishing license, ice, and supplies all in one shot. If you're hungry, they deliver. Find them on Facebook for specials and new arrivals. Locally owned and operated since 1935, Farmers Supply Co-op is a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics and wants to wish them good luck here at the state tournament. Les Schwab in Weiser has been serving the community for 50 years since 1971. We should make that 51 years since 1971. Home of the best new tire warranty around, Les Schwab also offers additional services, including brakes, wheel alignments, tire balancing and rotations, flat tire repair, and more. Conveniently located in downtown, support the Wolverines in the playoffs this year. And finally, at Title I, there is a difference. We're proud to sponsor the Weiser Wolverines. We're a local title and escrow. They're a local title and escrow company with a location right here in Weiser. The folks at Title I understand the significance of your investments, and their experienced staff is dedicated to walking you through the process. For timely online title orders or property profile requests, visit TitleOneCorp.com or give them a call, 208-414-1455. Go Wolverines from everyone at Title I. There is a difference. All right. So 1st and 10, 4:44 to go in the third quarter. As Timberlake looks to answer, this time Higgins runs left side, and he gets walloped after maybe a gain of 1. They'll give him to the 22, so a gain of 2 on 1st down. So it'll be 2nd and 8. So 2nd down and a run right side this time and close to the marker. They need the 30. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 39-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 1. Change the complexion of this play tremendously. A relatively easy 3rd and 1 has now become a difficult 3rd and 6 for the Tigers. And that's what you can't have on 3rd down. Can't move backwards, especially in a short field like that. Now Timberlake will have to regroup and more than likely call a different play here on 3rd down. We've seen him go to the screen pass occasionally, but this will be a misdirection handoff and maybe a yard. They get to the 25, and I think maybe half a yard. So it's going to be 4th and 5. So a back-breaking penalty for Timberlake is going to bring them to a punt situation. They've been able to pick up 1 or 2 yards whenever they needed them. You got to think that they'd probably be close to converting that if they... And a whistle. And a timeout going to be called by Weiser. So Weizer's going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. We'll be right back on IdahoSports.com.
If a pedestrian is hit by a car going 20 miles per hour, there's a 90% chance he will survive. At 30 miles per hour, the likelihood of survival decreases to 60%. And at 40 miles per hour, it goes down to 20%. 10 miles per hour makes all the difference. You're in the driver's seat. You have the power to save lives.
Again, fourth down here for Timberlake, 2:47 to go, and they'll be forced to punt. And a quick return over here to the right side, almost to midfield, still going is Scott. And there was no official looking. The Timberlake coaching staff is way out on the field asking for it, and I think they might have a point on that, as around the spot of the return point at the 38-yard line, 39. It looked like there might have been a push, but now Weiser will again have great field position. All three of their possessions here in this half have started between the 40 and 50-yard line, and again, this one will be a great spot at the 48. Number 7, Hunter Higgins. He can run it and he can hit it. He wraps up. And still rumbling forward on that carry to the left is Caleb Grove. Brought down by number 50. Armijo Vickers on the tackle there for Timberlake. So it'll be third down, third and about 2. And this run to the left on the clock here in the third quarter. As Weiser getting a tough test. Again, this is the most points anyone has scored on Weiser this year outside of Homedale in that 21-7 victory over Weiser. So 20 points. And they almost got him to jump there. Here's the snap. They're going to throw left side, and that one overshoots everybody. Again, if you take out all the games for Weiser that were not the Homedale game, they gave up 35 points all season. They've given up 20 here to Timberlake. Playoffs always bring out the best in the stiffest competition. As this throw to the right side is incomplete on second down. So all of a sudden, third and long now. And you would think that Weiser might go for it here in this position, kind of in that no man's land territory. 1:12 to go in the third quarter. And a lot of 3A games are going to be played tomorrow. Snake River and Fruitland will play tonight. That one's a game you can listen to here on IdahoSports.com. But tomorrow we'll have Bonners Ferry against Wood River. And that ball is fumbled and picked up, and they're going to lose yards going for that. So they're going to give them a pretty generous spot on that. They're going to put it at the 44. I think it's probably more back around the 45. But now they're going to punt. So with 45 seconds to go, Enders into punt, and Timberlake holds on a drive. And you know what? You got to look at it and say, man, Weiser had kept the ball on the ground and done so well. They go to the air on 2 consecutive plays, brings up third and long, and they fumble the snap. And there's the snap for the punt. It's up, and it's going to be fielded at around the 15. Some room to run on the left side. Good cut by Olvera, and Olvera is down to around the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll spot it. So Olvera, a good 10-yard return. 20 seconds to go. This will probably be the last play of the third quarter. Weiser leads at 27-20. over Timberlake as Weiser looks to defend their crown from a season ago. First down, Timberlake, and they're going to look to throw right side and over everybody, and it's caught! Olvera all the way down at the, he probably should have had, just popped out of his hands, and that one right on the money. What a pass. Down to the 34, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. So we're going to go into the fourth quarter here with Timberlake a chance to tie it up on the road.
If a pedestrian is hit by a car going 20 miles per hour, there's a 90% chance he will survive. At 30 miles per hour, the likelihood of survival decreases to 60%. And at 40 miles per hour, it goes down to 20%. 10 miles per hour makes all the difference. You're in the driver's seat. You have the power to save lives.
Timberlake, one of the few negative plays we've seen tonight from So 11:31 to go as they're stretching out the legs. So that's typically a cramp, which, you know. As thing looks to be okay. We're getting a smell in the press box, and it's like listening, text your friends here, tell them to bring me one. We're just kidding. So this time a run right side by Timberlake. So maybe not necessarily a passing down right now. If you're the Tigers, you can pick up 7 or 8 on the ground and then potentially getting. So third down, 3rd and 10, and we're now under 11 to go here in the first round of the 3A playoffs. This time begins, and they thought the defense would bite on it, but instead taking it was Wyatt MacArthur, and MacArthur gets 4th down play. We could come back and look at this play depending on how it's version. If they don't, and they shift out, hit, and that's one where you just biggest are, but on that incomplete. And Weiser wants to keep this one on the ground. So handoff right side. That one taken by Youngberg, and Youngberg picks up a couple. So all Weiser. Timberlake for another 6 minutes if they want. Accepted. A little underthrown, and it was tipped in the air and probably should have been. And now Timberlake will get it after the first 3 and out of the day for Weiser. And here comes the punt from the Wolverines. This one a low one that bounced and takes a good Weiser bounce, going to be scooped up by Olvera. Instead, they got it at the 22, so 8:48 to go here for Timberlake to try and answer back. With that, and we're going to say, no, a gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7. second down. Snap run to the left, but that was about it. So it's going to be 3rd and long. They're going to say he maybe lost a yard. So it's actually 3rd and clock running. Rolling right, and that should be a hold. And there's the throw. It's incomplete, but it was incomplete. So it'll be 4th down, and Timberlake forced order as Higgins will boot it away. 7. The kick goes right side. Weiser will again have great field position. They have had terrific on 4th down on the possession before. This time a run to the right side by Spencer, and he is met. And here or at all, no, that is a hold. So a hold going to go back the other way. So if you're Timberlake, we haven't seen many holds tonight, and they call one there. Now it's 1st and 20. So now if you're Timberlake, this is a great opportunity. Weiser needs to go 20 yards for the first down. They got to get it across midfield. A lot of room. He's across the 40. He's across midfield or just short of it. So a huge pickup. Yeah, Youngberg picks up 18 yards on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 2 with 6:50 to go here from Weiser. 27-20. Run to the left side, and a first down going to be picked up there. Had to like their chances there, but Weiser able to get out of it. 6:20 to go here from Weiser as the Wolverines look to just try and run this one out. A score right here would almost surely put this one away. Enders taking his time. And another handoff to Grove, and Grove's got a lot of room, and he's out close to another first down. I think he's got another. No, they'll say 2nd down. 2nd and short. 2nd and about a half a yard over here to give themselves a shot. As they can't see Weiser go up by 2 scores. As this time another run, this one to the left side. 1st and 10 now for Weiser. So the Wolverines methodically slicing through the Timberlake defense here. As a great effort shown here by the Tigers. Again, one of the longest trips of any team this season or this week at the state tournament. And he's going to scoot into the end zone, I believe. I'm waiting for the official signal. No, they're going to call him down at the 1. I thought his body was across the goal line. They'll say no. So Enders gets it close. Probably one more play to punch it in, and a timeout going to be called by Timberlake. To try and pull it out, force a turnover. And take another look here at the 3A state football tournament bracket. Of course, Sugar Seed, they will have a home game. So how about that? If in the second round or in the quarterfinals we see a game, and that would be phenomenal to see as those two teams have been duking it out all year long. It's been one of those two, Weiser and Homedale and Sugar Salem. I was talking to somebody today, and they said, really, the 3A left side here, and I believe he's in. No, actually at the 5-yard line, now down at the 4. So 2nd down and goal from the 4. 4:12 to go. Enders hands off right side and going in. There it is. There's this on a 4-yard run. At the 4:04 mark, extra point coming here. And Olsen makes it 34-20. With 4:04 to go. In high school football around the state. Definitely not over yet. You never as they've been keeping it on the ground all day, and they have had to do it. So they'll have to score quickly and then recover an onside kick. So it will take an leave for Timberlake. He's the one-man back. Also back there is Lenz. Again, Lenz had that 75-yard touchdown run earlier in this one. And it rolls back, and will it get to the end zone? Just barely. So Olvera decided to wait and let that ball roll, and it just barely got across the end line, the end zone line. As 4:04 here. For Timberlake. Going to have to come to the air. They do have one receiver here to the left side. This time they will keep it. It's going to be a halfback pass, but the defense collapsed and a quick first down. 3:57 to go, and that's what it's going to take from Timberlake. Quick passes, quick first downs, and getting to the line as quickly as they can. And they hurry back up. Clock running now. And that pass is intercepted. No, they're going to say incomplete. It hit the ground. Man. Meidinger got hit. He got hit hard, and he just threw it out of desperation as he was getting hit. And that one I thought was picked off by Youngberg, but the officials down there at field level, and I'm not. And that would have surely done it. So Timberlake lives to fight another day. Second down, 3:43 to go. And this one right side and a first down by Timberlake across the 45. Hey, not going to give up that easily here. That time, nothing doing there. They're going to have to hurry up. As 3 minutes to go, 3:15, and the clock is running. Left side is caught and knocked out. What a hit. Malachi Scott laid a hit on Hunter Higgins as soon as Higgins caught the ball, jarred it loose, forcing the incompletion, and now it's 3rd and 8. .259 to go. Couple more cracks out of here for Timberlake, and we've got an injured Tiger out there trying to see who that is hunched over. Looks to be one of the back men. Yeah, it's number 7, Hunter Higgins, and he must be feeling it after that hit. He got hit hard. That was one of those where the ball hung in the air just a little too long, and that's when you kind of leave your receiver out there, and Malachi Scott made him pay with that hit. I'm sure he'll just walk it off, shake it off for a little bit. He's kind of holding his chest area. Looks to be okay. So here we go, 3rd down for Timberlake. They got 4 receivers out right now. This pass to the right side is caught, and across the marker, first down Timberlake. That one caught on the right side by number 85, Mitch Zimmerman, his first reception on the day. So Zimmerman with a big catch at a big time. And whistles blow. Waiting to see what's going on here. Somebody called a timeout. See officials come over here to discuss. So here's another run, this time up the middle, couple yards, maybe 5. So 5-yard pickup. So 4th down. This will be it. 2:29 on the clock. Timberlake has to convert right here. Comes the pass across the middle and is caught. And into the second level, and there's the flag for a horse collar. So Olvera caught it at the 20, and he got horse collared to the ground. They're actually going to mark him down around the 16, so this should punch it inside the 8. So Timberlake a chance to cut into this lead here. They're going to have a couple shots at the end zone here. It should be 1st and goal around the 8-yard line after that, half the distance. As Olvera had room to run. If he wasn't brought down, that's one where you almost have to concede the penalty. Just grab on what you're able to, because Olvera was probably in for 6. So 1st and goal here for Timberlake. A chance for the Tigers. It's not over yet. There's the snap. Throws across the middle, and Olvera's got it. Touchdown Timberlake. So almost the same exact play. 2:15 to go. Olvera on an 8-yard touchdown catch. With 2:15 to go. So officially, this is the most points that Weiser has given up all year. They gave up 21 to Homedale, but right now Timberlake's 26 have the match, and that kick is up and good. So a little unease has come here to Weiser now as the kick is good. $2:15 to go. Again, let's go ahead and thank all of our local sponsors that help make this broadcast possible tonight. MTE Communications, Title I here in Weiser, Weiser Classic Candy, Les Schwab Weiser, Farmer Supply here in Weiser, and as well as Dilly Dental. Again, if going forward, if your team wins this game and you're interested in having your name be one of these local sponsors for next week's game, just be sure to email us, sales@IdahoSports.com. Super easy, very affordable to do this and just support your local schools. If you're interested in that, again, sales@IdahoSports.com. We'll get you hooked up for next week. You can do one school or multiple schools, whatever you want. We have a lot of businesses that like to cover a lot of different schools and some that just want to support their hometown boys as well. So again, just send us an email if you're interested in being a game sponsor for next week for Weiser or Timberlake, because we still have 2:15 to go. We don't know how this one's going to shake out. Again, sales@IdahoSports.com. All right, 2:15 to go. Like we said, onside kick surely coming here from Timberlake. It looks like Lentz is in there. No, excuse me, that is 33. Vaughn Higgins. Let's see what they do here on this kick. They squib kick it to the left and just right to Levi Estes. And Estes, and there's a flag down way back in the Weiser zone. Way back around the 20-yard line. The head official threw it. Let's see what the call is. So illegal procedure on Timberlake. So Timberlake will kick it again. So that's not the worst penalty in the world. If you're Timberlake, you get another shot at it. Field possession couldn't matter any less right now. They just want to get the ball. So another crack at it. That one a little too far downfield as Estes was right there and all he had to do was fall on it. So they're going to change it up here. Coming over to the other side now is Higgins. He's right here, right in front of us. Ball's at the 35, and it looks like Higgins is going to take it. So Weiser kept guessing right here. Again, that ball needs to get to the 45-yard line, so keep an eye on that, as it's got to get to the 45, just in front of where that Weiser line is. Here it comes, and this time it's going to go right down the middle. They try to go to no man's land, and it's picked up and fallen down on, by Caleb Grove. And I've seen that a lot in college football lately. And another cramp. Again, be sure to check back to IdahoSports.com. Tonight, well, tonight's going to be tricky. We're not going to be able to have those 3A matchups until tomorrow. We'll know those tomorrow after some of those 3A games are played. Right now, Buell and McCall Donnelly playing over in Buell, a team that, both teams that Weiser took care of business of this year. Hobbling off, that was number 57, Joel Possinger for Timberlake. But Buell, McCall Donnelly tonight, and then obviously this one here. But Snake River, last I saw, Fruitland was leading Snake River 14-0 in that game. So Fruitland that got one of the final at-large bids. Fruitland up in that one last I saw, 14-0. Yeah, that one's, wow, I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag there. The entire Weiser offensive line moved before the ball was snapped. At least that's how it looked to me. But they've got the first down, and that should do it. So that is a first down for Weiser. So this should do it for Weiser, barring a turnover, a fumble. And I think they can just come out in a victory formation again. They don't have timeouts on the scoreboard here. But I think that will do it. Again, stick around for our IdahoSports.com player of the game. We'll announce that as soon as we're, and he's down to the 45-yard line, a pickup of about 7. And the clock continues to run. I don't think Timberlake can stop it again. So it looks like Weiser is going to sneak out of here with a 34-27 victory over Timberlake. This one a lot closer than I think people thought on paper. Wanted just this Weiser team just a little bit bigger in size, but Timberlake still able to get stuff done on the ground and through the air. That tackle by Possinger, so he's back in right there, posting seconds and counting. So really, not sure what Timberlake's got, but by the time Weiser snaps this ball, there will be around 20 seconds left in the game. As the clock is still ticking down here. I think Weiser's going to take a timeout right at the last moment. And there it is, timeout. So, and a first down officially ends the game. Again, I'm not sure on the timeout count over there for Timberlake. There was a couple times where players got injured where they called it and then they waved it off, and I'm not sure what all they counted. Sometimes it's hard to chance here for Timberlake to make a stop. If they can get a stop and get the timeout, they might get the ball back with a couple of shots at the end zone, but it's going to be a long field. I actually don't know if they have a timeout because it looks like Weiser's coming out just to take a knee, and that's exactly what they're doing. So Ender's in the victory formation, and he kneels it down. And that will do it. Timberlake, no timeouts in their pocket, and Weiser sneaks away with a 34-27 victory. Great effort all around.
Yeah, I know a little something about myths. Like the myth that speeding isn't dangerous. Don't be fooled by myths. You'll get yourself into a hairy situation. Stay focused on the road. Be a legend like me. Have you heard the one about Charlie over at Pay Lake?
Look at that. The unmistakable dollars a month.
I'm Rick. I live here in Rupert. The more that we can keep the virus under control, the better for everyone, and especially people with disabilities that comes with being aged, because usually have other underlying issues. I actually suffer from diabetes now, so that even increases my odds that if I do get the virus, it could be devastating for me.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
If a pedestrian is hit by a car going 20 miles per hour, there's a 90% chance he will survive. At 30 miles per hour, the likelihood of survival decreases to 60%. And at 40 miles per hour, it goes down to 20%. 10 miles per hour makes all the difference. You're in the driver's seat. You have the power to save lives.
And welcome back, everybody. Again, all that's left to do, as we said, is to award our IdahoSports.com Player of the Game, which is presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. And that Player of the Game is going to go to number 20, Michael Youngberg. Youngberg had two huge plays in this game. He had an 11-yard touchdown reception that helped Weiser take the lead in this game. And then he had that 80-yard touchdown reception in the second half that tied the game up. As Weiser had fallen behind, he snuck free and caught an 80-yard reception. So a couple of touchdown grabs for number 20, Youngberg, as he played a phenomenal game tonight for the Wolverines. So that'll do it here from Weiser. Again, as the Timberlake comes down south and plays a valiant game. I can't say enough good things about Timberlake. They played a phenomenal game here tonight, just couldn't get it done. What a great effort all around from both teams. A fun game to watch here for us in the booth. And Weiser will move on to the next round. Weiser with squad. So again, the 3A playoffs reshuffle the past next week, but 2022 Idaho of Health and Welfare and the Idaho Transportation Department at Weiser for this hospitality and helping us get everything we needed to get this game broadcast to you. Again, congratulations to our IdahoSports.com Player of the Game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. Again, that was Michael Youngberg with his 2 touchdowns on the day. Thanks again for joining us as Weiser defeats Timberlake 34-27. For my broadcast partner, Alex Johnson, and everyone else here behind the scenes at IdahoSports.com, I'm Logan Green, and we will see you next week.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com.